If you've been with me for a while at Catalyst Church, you've heard my story of my Grammy. My Grammy, who just passed away at 96 years old last year, I believe it was. She was the most godly woman of God. Her roughly 20-some-year-old son, my uncle, got brutally murdered one day in Memphis, Tennessee. He was in his house, just came back from the store. Some people came into the store, 3 of them in fact, and shot him to death and took all of his groceries. My grandmother struggled to forgive. It took a while to forgive. But when it came to the court date, when they were found guilty, the court does what it does and says, "Hey, Helen, my grandmother, would you like to say anything to these murderers?" But my grandmother, who modeled Jesus, stood up and looked at these men and said the following: "What you have done has radically changed my life and affected me in more ways than you know. But," and he looks at them in the face, "I forgive you because Christ Jesus has forgiven me." She sat down and started to cry. Was that my super powerful grandmother speaking? No. So she represented Christ Jesus to the 3 murderers of my uncle. And so can we.